Welcome back to Breaking Bitcoin, everybody. Hopefully you're doing fantastic. Today is Thursday, August 24th, 2023, foul year of our Lord. Hopefully you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. We've got a fantastic stream for you guys today. This stream is about making money in the cryptocurrency market, so I hope you guys are pumped up, excited, ready to make some money with me. Let's get some good trades, let's do some good analysis, and let's get this show on the road. In today's episode, we are going to be going over the Bitcoin market. We're going to go over the cryptocurrency markets. We're going to be looking at most of my recent trades. We're going to look at my active trades today. We are going to look at my projections for the future. We are going to be looking at Tails Speed Markets, which was just released very recently, which is a great exotic options trading platform. So I've been trading on there. I'm going to introduce that to you guys. We're going to go over how it works, how you can interact with it, all the things you need to know. We'll also kind of talk about buffer finance as well. We're also going to take a dive into time transformation, one of our very popular indicators in our premium indicator suite. This is our suite of technical indicators that I and our developers have created that is available for purchase on our website with a subscription to the trading group. And we're going to go over that. We're going to talk about a few different strategies. These issues are requests came up yesterday in our premium Ask Me Anything. So every week I meet with all of our premium members or those who want to attend. They're able to submit questions and ask me anything, and we go over all of these different things, whether it be DeFi, trading strategy, emotional psychology, it doesn't matter. So we're going to talk about all that. We're also going to be giving away $100 worth of XRP today because my recent video on YouTube, How to Copy Trade Me on Fairdesk, did receive 50 likes as I had pumped the audience for. So thank you guys so much for getting us to 50 likes. So we are going to be doing that giveaway today live on stream. So don't miss your opportunity to win. And it is probably not too late to go put your comment and hit the like button on that video. So it is the copy trading video. So, like maybe I should have picked it before, but we'll be generous, right? Like go ahead, put your comment in. You don't have to comment with your XRP address, although it does make it easier. But if you do not comment with your XRP address, then make sure that you are at least in our Discord so that I have some way to communicate with you and settle the transaction after the stream. All right. With that out of the way, I think that's just about everything. Let's get everything started, guys. Let's crack some crypto. Man, I could watch that all day. Okay. Alex81 live in the chat. What's going on, my friend? All right. Shout outs to everybody watching live today on YouTube, Twitch, DLive, and Facebook. I think we also stream to Twitter. Now, I do want to, it's very interesting the position that I'm in because I do want to obviously cater to the largest crowd that we have, which is on YouTube. I also want to make sure that I'm rewarding those who are supporting us. So I think what we're going to start doing, we're going to try experimenting with doing streams like just on Twitch. We'll experiment with doing streams just on Kick. I know that's a new platform that's just launched and everybody's urging me to get on Kick. So we are going to experiment with some of those, see if we can get the live streaming going really well as we do these market updates. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's just jump right in, and we're going to start off with Bitcoin on the higher time frames. Okay, so we're just going to pull up the PTP system. This is my not day trading system. This is my daily time frame system that I utilize to trade a variety of cryptocurrency assets, but primarily Bitcoin. Let's actually start off on the weekly. And basically just give you the summary that we talked about yesterday in the Ask Me Anything. This is relatively simple. So back testing the HMA 60 on the weekly time frame since 2017. 85% of the time when we get a candle close below the HMA 60, which is this moving average that you see on my chart. This is just a Hall moving average with a length of 60. Nothing fancy, nothing special about it. This is part of our baseline indicator, another indicator in our premium indicator suite. It's got a lot of advanced features and cool stuff, but for now, we're just going to be using it as a moving average. Why are we using it as a moving average? Because it is allowing us to determine what the most probable trend is at a glance. And it's very simple. If price is above our moving average, we assume that price is bullish or that we are in somewhat of a bullish trend. That's kind of our first indication. Then we start looking for signals to trade. We're looking for momentum. We're looking for maybe volume. We're looking for breakouts. Lots of different strategies that you can use in your own system to take advantage of this powerful tool. Conversely, if price is below the Hall Moving Average 60, we assume that price is more than likely bearish, and now we're looking for indications of a bearish trend. So we got a big, nasty weekly candle last week, down 10.63% on Binance, BTC USDT. And of course, everybody is really scared and running for the hills and looking for these big declines. And although I am expecting over the course of the next 6 months to see Bitcoin's price trade back down closer to $18,000 to $20,000, the reason why is because I believe in the 4-year cycle hypothesis, and I've analyzed this and done a lot of technical analysis on this for the last year. Will suffice it to say that's just my thesis at this point in time without delving too much deeper into the analysis that I've rehashed many times. Even though I am expecting that, I'm not necessarily seeing all the indications that I would want to see for an immediate market downturn like right now. I'm not really expecting us to just continue sliding down. It is completely possible that it does happen. I will have to reposition for a head short at that point in time. If that does occur, I'll be looking for triggers to do that. But I just discretionarily, I don't see it, right? I think that there's a lot of fear in the markets and I just don't see it. I see ranging between this area. We just chunked right back down to our level of support. And also notice that we were having a pretty good bullish trend for most of 2023 up until, basically here, right? Where we, obviously pump up, but we didn't really make too much forward progress like we did, obviously, like we did make some forward progress, but, it just wasn't that impressive in my opinion. And then a decline, which is just natural, right? It's, 2 steps up, 1 step down, 2 steps up is how it's supposed to be. But we didn't get the 2 steps here in June. We just price rose and swept the highs. You can see these weekly wicks just sweeping the high of previous resistance. And we weren't able to make any significant, on a closing basis, forward progress. And now we've just slid right back down. And we are back down at support again. All right, so that's about it. Obviously, we're not going to talk about like, what are we looking for longs? When are we going to take longs and all these kind of things? We want to do that on the daily time frame. All right. The daily time frame is going to be telling us to pay attention to potential continuation of a bullish trend. If price gets to be above 27,800 roughly, I do believe that the MA is specifically sitting at 27,783. But of course, it will change over the course of daily closes if and when price goes up. So that's really what we're looking for here. And you can just see, very crystal clear, we've done this for the past month or so. We've been really spot on. We talked about shorting here and we talked about the short signal here, which worked out. We talked about not taking this long because there wasn't any signal nor forward progress, nothing significant here, just a fake. And we held our head short through this area of the market, which I know faked a lot of people out. And then we closed our head short out down here because we're just back. We're in this sideways consolidation. And it's very rare that we have sideways consolidation following a big move down without a resultant, at least scam pump back up. It's very, very rare. The only times in which we sell off violently, sideways consolidate and sell off on the higher timeframes like this is generally when we're in the depths of a fear bear market. Okay, that's generally when it happens. Most of the time, although sideways consolidation does tend to continue the previous trend, in Bitcoin's case and in cryptocurrency's case in general, generally sideways consolidation is followed by a bit of a movement up, a retracement on that movement down, and then we come down, consolidate again, and then break down. That's typically the pattern that I see. Now, we do, of course, have other indications for closing out potential shorts here at this point in time. As you will see, Wada explosion is no longer climbing. We no longer have a rising explosion level on the most recent candle. And our columns here are now trading below our explosion level. And this is an indication, the way that Wada works, if you're using Wada as an indicator strategy, is you initiate a trade when you get a column that is above a rising explosion level. That's when you go into the trade. So that would have told you to go short here, for example. And then you close the trade when either the explosion level stops growing or when the columns start to trade underneath the line, the explosion level. And that is actually occurring right now. You can see that that column is underneath the line. So depending on how today's close is, we of course already closed our shorts out 2 days ago. But depending on how today closes, this could be a technical indication for those who are purely doing algos to close out their positions as well. Okay. There's not too much else to talk about on the weekly time frame or the daily time frame. Just no signals, nothing exciting right now. I don't think individuals are dumb if they want to bid long here. I don't have any daily positions bid long because I don't really want to take big positional swings here. I'm just scalping and doing my intraday trading setups right now and just, making my anywhere from whatever money I can make per day. It's absolutely fine. I am being patient and waiting for the big movement. And I'm just not seeing that right now. I'm trying to wind up the big trades. Like, we know what they are. The big trades are going to be this year. The big trades are going to be at some price level, taking the big short down back to $18,000 to $20,000 for the final leg of last capitulation before the bull market of 2024, 2025 begins. The other big trade is, of course, going to be longing and having the conviction to get long around those price levels and to ride up for the bull market. That's when we're going to be starting to aggressively allocate into altcoins. That's when we'll start to aggressively allocate into Ethereum, into Bitcoin, for example. That is going to be the time. Well, specifically, we will aggressively allocate into Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then as the bull market proceeds, we will begin shuffling our tokens into different sectors as they grow, and then just playing that multiples game. That's just how we do it. That's how you do bull markets. All you need is one good bull market. You really only need one good bull market, ladies and gentlemen. But you have to play it right. You have to be prepared, and you have to start with Bitcoin. You gotta start with Bitcoin. Oh man, so many people start with anyways. Shout outs to Alexander Pearson in the chat. Very talented trader, senior analyst at Kraken Cryptocurrency. Of course, White on Rice. I think White on Rice owns 50% of the supply of Funfair. I really do. I believe you. Don't you? You got it, man. Alex81SG asks, do you know if there is a version of the VRVP that uses volume and USD instead of token volume? Is there a version of the VRVP that uses volume and USD? Okay, let's look at the stock VRVP on TradingView. And let's see. Okay. So I see. So yeah, this is a concept that we've gone over before, of course, right? Because so the reason why we would want to look at volume in USD, of course, to start off with, the reason we would want to look at volume in USD is because when we're looking at general volume, and as you can see, I don't even have volume on my chart. I think it's overrated. When we're looking at general volume, or the standard, and let's just pull that up so you can see. When we're looking at the normal volume on TradingView, this is being based off the amount of tokens bought or sold within that time period, right? So this daily bar, there's been 22.344 thousand Bitcoin bought and sold, okay? But we need to translate that into dollar terms, because the cheaper a token gets, right? So let's imagine, let's just pull up let's pull up Sui. Sui's a good one. We'll do Sui. So let's look at the chart of Sui. And let's just look at the 15-minute chart, okay? Okay. So what I want you to notice, if I scroll this out, yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's make this very simple. All right. So here's the chart of Sui. So as you guys can see, there's very small volume, very low volume bars, very small volume bars up here when the price of Sui is higher, closer to 60 cents. Now, this is not an extreme example, but you should be able to get the concept that I'm discussing here. So the amount of volume is small. And you might say, well, okay, well, it's just small because there's not a lot of, trading activity. That's totally fine. Okay. Maybe it is the case. But as the price of the token falls, let's assume that all the buying and selling remains the same, like the actual amount of buying and selling is the same, like there's not any additional like increase in like logarithmic growth of volume. As price starts to go down, the token gets cheaper, which means for the same amount of dollars that you bought X amount of SUI up here for, you can now purchase much more SUI down here. You get more bang for your buck as the token price goes down. This has the unfortunate side effect of perhaps obfuscating the reality of volume, because the volume does increase organically, and it becomes more difficult to determine whether large volumes or increases in volume are directly related to a genuine organic increase in volume, thus interest and perhaps appetite for the coin, or if it is more related to the fact that we now have more volume because the token is cheaper, because we're still spending the same amount of money. So, for example, let's go back to Bitcoin. And this is why I really like this indicator, VolUSD. It's by Nice Boomer, volume in USD. And let's just get rid of these real quick so it's a little easier to see. And we'll zoom in here. And notice, right? Notice that now we're able to see that, yes, okay, on Bitcoin, these very large volume spikes, okay, are genuine organic increases in the amount of dollars being bought, being spent or utilized on Bitcoin, being traded for Bitcoin. But notice that we have now altered the profile in many cases of the low volume areas. Okay. So looking at volume in USD is very powerful for preventing yourself from analyzing or viewing information incorrectly, because you're not taking into account the fact that if we're measuring volume in the token amount, which is what TradingView does by default, it's not accurate. It's not indicative in reality of how much dollars or genuine interest is there, right? So I think that is very important. Let's see here. I don't think there is one that uses nominal USD. Alexander Pearson says, yes, I think that you're probably right. I think one could probably easily be coded because just looking here, if we search for VRVP, let's Himiko. So let's go to TradingView. And we're going to search for VRVP. And we're going to click this and we're going to see what is in the, okay, so yeah, so here's one from Haldro. And if we just click here, all right, yeah, so we get delta volume profile, which is neat. I actually really like the fact that it's a delta. That's very cool. And then we get the aggregated, which is VRVP. So this is cool. So there is this indicator by Haldro. Now let's go see if it's open source. It is open source, so you can see all the code. Excellent. And now all we need to do, obviously this is, it doesn't appear that there's a plug and play solution, but this is very interesting. I might just write it myself because it seems that there is a desire for this in the community. We're going to search for VolUSD under scripts. That's really weird. Volume in USD. Yeah, here we go. By Nice Boomer. Here's the same volume in USD indicator by Nice Boomer. And handsome, handsome looking, age. Oh, sorry. I realized that you guys can't see everything. There we go. There we go. All right. Yeah. Very handsome looking, nice looking Asian man right there. Yeah. It's a handsome dude. Okay. Let's scroll down. This is also open source code. So yeah, all we need to do is get the little bit of code from here that computes volume as USD and replace the volume calculation in here with that. And, you know, I know this looks a little confusing if you're not a programmer or a coder. This isn't too hard, especially if you have access to ChatGPT. ChatGPT will probably be able to help you knock this out in just a minute. But I'm going to write this down. Let me get my, hold on a sec. Okay. So let me write this down, and I will see if I can't take a crack at this in my free time. All right. It used to be called VPVR, Alex. It has now been renamed by TradingView to VRVP, Visible Range Volume Profile, instead of Volume Profile Visible Range. Yeah. But you do, of course, bring up a good idea, since it was called VPVR for so long. Get out of here. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, so this one's right out. It doesn't actually use real volume. Frito Corlson. Because what the VPVR does is to take a price range, divide it into buckets, and fill them up with volume. This produces each bucket's range. The more we divide, blah, 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 blah. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's take a look at this guy's code. Kind of messy code, but not too bad. Yeah, I mean, you could use this one as well, obviously. The other one looked a little nicer. Yeah, this is, again, another pseudo VPVR. So these are individuals attempting, 2022, 2020, 2020. These are individuals attempting to recreate the VPVR for some reason. And of course, I'm sure they have, reasons to. Just don't really have the ideas here. And of course, if you guys want to learn how to get a 70% win rate using volume profile, you want to be very careful about things like this, right? This is not, see, this is, obviously, this is a little bit wordy. You want to be a little careful too about individuals who use, like, educators and influencers. You want to be very careful that they're not using a bunch of jargon. Give me one sec. I feel like my camera is very dark. Yeah, isn't that better? Yeah, and that doesn't seem like I'm in a dark room now. Yeah, so you want to be careful, obviously, public disclaimer here. You want to be careful of, obviously stuff like this. This should be a no-brainer, but in case you're not getting this, like, anything that's like, oh, you're going to make, like, oh, you're going to, you're going to make this, and oh, it's going to be wins all the time, like that. I'm going to be a little cautious about that, right? Like, unless you see a lot of data and understand that, even if this is the case, or let's, often I find this with like like wannabe hedge funds and stuff like that, right? Promising like so much money and instant profits and no risk and all this stuff, right? It's all bullshit most of the time, 99% of the time. And the other 1% of the time, it's just a matter of time until, like, they're being genuine, like they are being that successful, but they're not thinking long term. You, like, for real, as a copy trader, I see other copy traders, I review their performance, I'm constantly studying and trying to improve myself and learning from other people. And I see, people come in, and I see it like 16-year-old kids, right? 14-year-old kids, that don't understand much, but they'll come in and they'll just like turn 10,000 into like a lot, 100,000, more, $250,000. in a very short period of time. Insane high hit rate, taking high risk, but then they get wiped out because they're not thinking long term, right? They're not planning a very sustainable long term capital management system. It is unfortunate, but if you want to be long term successful in the trading and investing game, trading particularly, it is small, consistent, steady wins. It is steadily building that account up. And sometimes it takes a while, guys. Sometimes it takes years, while you're doing something else. But you just keep putting in the work and you keep building your account, growing it slowly, growing it slowly, growing it slowly. And it's like compound interest, It starts off small. The growth starts off small, but as it gets bigger, so do your gains. Because you'll compound your wins, and now you're trading with more equity. And if you do that for long enough, eventually you will get to that point where you're this. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissuading anybody from degen activity. I do some degen activities myself. And in cryptocurrency, I think the easiest degen activity is just to take a small portion of your profits and throw them into something high risk, high reward, right? Everybody wants that to buy Pepe at like 2 cents or, whatever the low price of Pepe was, and then ride it all the way up to the top. That's only going to happen to like 4 people. It only happened to like 4 people, right? I swear, seriously, right? Like when you really take the long-term view of things and you really break things down, like these instant success stories don't really. I talk about that in my 5 secrets of cryptocurrency trading. If you guys have had an opportunity to see that, okay. So yeah, Tyler, you do bring a good point to the table. Jargon does have its place. And there's nothing wrong with using the correct terms. In fact, I'm very, very particular about using the right word for the right thing. However, I will qualify that with the statement that there are many individuals who just use the right words, but it's not right. You know what I'm saying? Like they will overuse complex terminology, jargon, complex language. They will make things complicated. They will make things sound very complex so that at the end of the day, you really don't understand any more than when you began listening to them, because they're actually not good at educating, or they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Those who can take something complex and make it simple, those people are gems. Those people are gems. Okay, what do we got with Bitcoin right now? First off, let's slide this to the left. Let's slide this to the right. Come on, guys. Volatility. All right, what do we got on Bitcoin? So, copy trading update, I suppose. I am, of course, still copy trading on Fairdesk. You guys are able to come copy trade me. The link is down in the description. We're at 23 out of 60 followers, so this has doubled since last week. We were at 12, so we're almost at 24, so we've almost doubled. We're just there. This week, I've made my followers $279. It's been, again, just a relatively slow week. I am doing a little differently this week. Previously, I was using the entire account balance at 7x leverage and managing the trade. What I've been doing this week, and you'll see this from there's more wins this week, right? But they're smaller, okay? And so what I'm doing here is now, instead of just using the entire stack for the position, which was kind of how I initially wanted to do things, after doing that for a couple of weeks, I really didn't enjoy that. It makes it very psychologically difficult. If you're watching the chart, you're day trading, you enter a position, and you've got no dry powder left. You have no additional funds to, average into the position or maybe even take a hedge position against it. You have no flexibility. So I don't like that. And so what I've begun doing is now I'm staggering my entries. And I really like that. I don't like that for, let's say, daily setups, the way I trade on the daily time frame with the PTP strategy. But on the lower time frames, using discretion and open interest like I am, it's much more helpful. So, pro tip. So we're having smaller wins, but more of them. And obviously the consistency is the same. So we're pretty good. 84.62% win rate for this week. Overall, for the last 3 weeks, I've had an 88% win rate. So yes, you guys can copy trade me and earn while you sleep. Well, depending on if you live on the other side of the world, you're probably earning while you sleep. But if you live in the United States, I'm probably sleeping when you're sleeping. So yeah. Anyways, we do of course have some longs today. Yes, we do of course have some longs today. Oh shoot, no, copy trading on Fairdesk. And again, here's the staggered entries. Okay, I noticed the price had come down. I started noticing quite an increase in open interest in this area. And we've just kind of been ranging in this zone right here. I love these sweeps, or some people call them deviations, as you'll see here. So again, we have some nice consolidation. And then we, you might say like, oh, we got support, 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 support. And then we sweep that support. Big drop in open interest here. We can see that. Let's go to the chart. Okay. Yeah. So here's that sweep right here. And you'll notice the corresponding significant drop in open interest. And I will tell you this, as a day trader, just this right here is one of the best free indicators you can get. Not necessarily that, like, obviously Leviathan Capital makes great indicators, and not that it's this particular indicator, but the idea of analyzing open interest in general. Now, previously I was using Coinalyze, which is very exchange specific. This is aggregated across most of the major cryptocurrency platforms, and it seems to work on just about every crypto I want to chart. So great indicator here by Leviathan Capital. I'm also using his volume suite, which honestly, I don't know why this stuff isn't super important to me. You really don't need to look at volume if you can see open interest, if you're trading futures, because everything is open interest. Are positions opening or closing, and how many of them, and for how much? Open interest tells you all of that. So, okay, over in the chat, sorry. Oh, shout outs to Girish Babu and Alvara Fernandez for the subs. Thank you guys so much. All right. Oh, you know what? Sorry, guys. I forgot to turn the tunes on. Get a little bit of relaxing music in here. Winamp, 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 Winamp. It really whips the llama's ass. You guys remember that? Oh, yeah. All right, 13 of you watching and only 3 likes. You guys should be absolutely ashamed of yourselves. If you guys want me to come on, I'm just teasing. But if you guys could hit the like button, I really appreciate that. It's the only way the YouTube algorithm notices me. And if my videos don't get likes, then they actually don't get pushed out. And even if you're subscribed to me, you might not get notified when I post a video or when I go live. So if you guys want to support us and keep us on our feet, please hit that like button. All right. We got the Winamp. Okay, cool. And then oh, sorry. I'm just going to blast music for just like a split second. I'm so sorry. That's weird. Add a audio output capture. Winamp music. We'll unmute that. Audio properties. This is going to be music. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's loud. Okay, there we go. I think I got it now. Sounds pretty acceptable to me. Checking my audio over the mic. Okay, cool beans. All right, nice. We got the likes doubled, guys. Thank you so much. All right, what were we saying? Sorry, just going through the chat. Punish Bart. It's his fault. Fun was a drunken typo one night. Just had fun with it ever since. Only had dust from that poo coin. Well, what were you actually trying to type? Yeah. These things. Oh, shoot. I see why my mic's being weird. There we go. What were you actually trying to type? I'm sorry, guys. I know that it's a disaster right now. I'm just adjusting everything, but this is what real life looks like. What were you trying to actually type if fun was a typo? You know what I mean? Like, what was the original message intention? That's what I want to know, right? White on rice. Tyler says, I'd be surprised to see 1819 again personally, but maybe 2021 seems reasonable from here. Yeah, so I would normally agree with you because, we've got more bullishness lately. But if you really, and of course I might be wrong, but the analysis that I've done on the higher time frames with Bitcoin does suggest, oh no, and we were long. That sucks. Volatility. Let's see if we hit only 326 on the delta. That's not too crazy. And so what we're going to do now is, let's see, what is our, so unfortunately, yeah, oh yeah, big drop in open interest. Yeah, so this right here is generally what I love to see. These are usually when I like to take reversal positions. At this point in time, I won't be adding to my position because that was nasty. Like, this is the 1 minute time frame, and this of course could just be a sweep. Of course, if we look at this on like the 3 minute time frame, I don't know. That's a big drop in open interest. I do like that. But we are still not going to add. The reason we're not going to add is because we are already outside. We've already added once, and we are already outside the boundaries of our entry zone. So adding here and then a subsequent dump would just lose us more money. So that doesn't make sense. So we're just simply going to hold our current positions and see if we get recovery. And we will, of course, exit our positions at a small loss if price continues to move down. Pretty simple. I do like the things here. Of course, deviation, explosion of volatility, big drops in open interest. And it's important to understand like why these drops in open interest often reverse the market. The reason is it's pretty easy to understand once you get the concept. Open interest is measuring how many positions are opened or closed at any one given point in time. And when we have big price movements, like a nice big dump like this, a lot of stop losses are going to be hit. And when that happens, a lot of positions close, and that significantly drops open interest. All right. And when you have a significant closure of positions, you have a couple of different things that happen. One, individuals that are long, who get their stop losses hit, right? They have to essentially sell to get out of the market. So their stop losses hit, they have to sell. That can exacerbate the issue. Just the same as a short squeeze, right? Shorts have to buy to get back in, and that can exacerbate a big move to the upside when many people are short on an asset. Rest in peace, GameStop, for example. The other concept is something that Bennett over at Bitcoin Trading Challenge talks about a lot, and I really like the way he characterizes this. It's just that, it's not just him that talks about it. It's just market hypothesis or auction market theory. When all available sellers have sold, the price can't go down anymore. Right. So, yeah. So we will see. Being patient. Let's go through the chat. Punish Bart. It's his fault. So yeah, Tyler, we were just talking about 18, 19. The thing is, ever since 2013, 2014, 2015, beginning with that cycle, the way bear markets end is on a capitulation. After that capitulation, we have a rally, and a pretty powerful rally. And then after that rally, we sell off real hard. And then there's all this like mini capitulation event that takes us back down to one of three bands. This is exactly what I've been going over with our premium members. I will show you those, for example. We'll go to my personal dashboard on Glassnode. It's all good, Sean. Bear market mirage. I'll get to your question in just a minute, brother. And this is valuation models. So I love this. These valuation models are powerful because they're on chain. They're not, you know, moving averages. They're on chain moving average. They are moving averages. They're on chain moving averages. And we'll just let me just decrease this a little bit. And we'll start over here in like 2014. Yeah, you'll see this exact same thing. Let's just scoot it over a little bit. Yeah, so there's the bottom of the market. Okay, in 2015, big rally, and then capitulation back down to this time balanced price. So one of these three levels always gets hit on the capitulation bear market and on the secondary sell-off. Okay, so here is 2018. Here's the bottom of the market in 2018. It's real delta price, and here's this big face melting rally. Right, there's the 2019 rally. And then the rest of 2019 and into 2020, we sold off. And there's the March meltdown in 2020. We come back down to realized price. Okay. And now let's look over to 2022. End of the market down here at balance price. Nice face melting rally. And where are we shooting for? Realized price. Realized price is 20,338. I think it's totally going to happen. I don't see any scenario in which we just keep going up. We are absolutely coming back down here. And that's going to scare a lot of people and shake a lot of people out. And that's okay. Say that's okay. Say that's okay. White on Rice is looking for a wick down to 12,000-ish. But get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Yeah, Alexander Pearson talking about the situation we were talking about earlier. If the token goes down 90% in price, you can buy 10 times as much with the same amount of USD. That's what I always say, says Alex. The only way you're holding the coin to 1000x is if you forgot you bought it or you lost the private keys. Yep, 100%. 100%. Small, consistent, steady gains, guys. Thoughts, Mr. T, thoughts on Bybit inverse perps getting down to 23,500 during the crash? I will tell you this. There's been some weird stuff going on Bybit for a while. The last couple days anyways. So let me point this out. Flimp had pointed this out yesterday. So Flimp, for those of you who aren't aware, algo trader, very good trader in our Discord. You can come to our Discord and follow his signals for free. Very talented guy. And he's got a bunch of 5 and 15-minute strats on Bybit for both Ether and Bitcoin. And he posted yesterday, he's like, man, his 15-minute strategy fired off here, went long here. This was, yesterday. But his 5-minute didn't, and it's because of these. This is the 5-minute chart, and look at these wicks. What is going on? Do you see this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, actually 14, 15, 16, 17, maybe if you count these, but obviously these are much more obscene. This is, you never see this. That's the exact same price. Every single wick, boom, 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 bot gone wrong. And then what is this? Like, we see this stuff, but very rarely. What is this? This is crazy. And guess what? It's the exact same price. It's the same price. So I don't know, man. I just don't know. Yeah, and then look, Coinalyze records a gap here. And then wait, are you saying? Oh, inverse perps. Yeah, inverse perps. Yeah, you're talking about BTC. Oh, what is that? What is, man, it's been so long since I've traded inverse perps. My God. Let's go buy Bit. Hot derivatives. We got some hot cheap alts, ladies and gentlemen. Am I logged in for some reason? Okay, no. Markets. What? Get out of here. Come on. Markets. No. Market overview? Oh, derivatives, duh. Inverse contracts. BTC USD. Show it to me. Give it to me. Let me see. Woo, look at what the. Oh, that's only 25,623. What are we talking about? Oh, you mean here? Yeah, I mean, well, okay. So what price went down to like 23.6, which is crazy, but we went down to, I mean, you know what? That is a pretty big deviation. All right. I'm not going to lie to you. Right. That's a pretty gosh darn big deviation. But I mean, the reason why I think is just indicative of what I just said a few minutes ago, where I was like, oh, I've never traded. I haven't traded inverse perps like since BitMEX, bro. And the reason why is I just think, yeah, like significantly lower liquidity, much thinner books. You know, people just aren't really interested in trading them as much. And everybody's trading USDT margin futures contracts, right? Yeah, USD BTC. Yep. Okay, so Sean asks, do I find value in order flow such as ExoChart? I do not see too many people using it. So yeah, so I've seen, obviously I'm familiar with footprint charts, order flow tracking. I have Bookmap. We used to trade with Bookmap all the time. It's just, I don't know, man. It's okay. So listen, it's absolutely fine. It's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with footprint charts. There's nothing wrong with exo charts, which is footprint charts. There's nothing wrong with order flow analysis. It's just like, how do I put this? If you, okay, so let's say you are a contractor and you are a drywaller. Like you are great at, putting up the drywall, mudding, texturing, sanding it, getting it done, you're good, right? And so when your clients need drywall done, they call you. You're good at drywall, all right? Now imagine that is learning traditional technical analysis. Well, let's replace drywalling with traditional technical analysis, support and resistance, Fibonacci's, indicators, strategy, concepts, risk management, all that stuff. And then let's assume that you as a drywaller now want to be a roofer, right? And you know nothing about roofing. Well, okay. Well, you can definitely learn to roof, right? It's going to be, hard work, and there's going to be, labor and experience. You're gonna have to learn. You're going to make mistakes, blah, blah, blah. But when you're done, you're going to have this new tool in your tool belt. I feel like, but here's the thing, and let me put this caveat into what we're talking about. In the situation I'm talking about, let's assume that the drywaller is very happy with the income that they're making from drywall, and they don't need to learn how to roof to make more money. And they're not sure if roofing or knowing how to roof will make them more money, but it'll be cool to know that. So I feel like footprint charts and exo charts, which is footprint charts, are very similar to that, right? And like Bookmap as well. Like it's just a different style of trading. You're looking at different information. I don't like the claims from all those people who really shill footprint. I think a lot of people nowadays, I've seen this over the last year or two, a lot of people have started to use footprint charts because they think that it's better, or that to make themselves look cool or different. It doesn't make you better. You won't be more profitable from using a footprint chart from, a Japanese candlestick chart or a range chart or a Heikin-Ashi chart. Doesn't matter. You will not make more money using one of these over the other. You won't. Because what's going to make you money is your strategy, your adherence to it, your risk management, and your ability to be consistent. And whatever, instrument you want to do that with is fine. So yeah, so I think footprint charts are really cool. It's a fun way to trade. It's an interesting way to do what you're doing. And you know, I might challenge myself to learn a little bit more about footprint trends. Then I'll look like all these cool trendy kids too, right? But it's not necessary to be profitable, and it's not better. It's just not. Those are false claims. Those are like KuCoin wicks. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Is that price also where the gap? Oh, is that price also where the gap ends? What were we looking at? We were looking at Coinalyze. Yeah. No, that would have been too much. No. Everyone on Bybit went over to Apex. They got no liquidity left. You think so? I think Bybit's still doing really good. Like what? CoinMarketCap.com. CoinMarketCap.com. We're gonna look at Bybit. Baby Harry Potter Obama. I mean, we got to get that, right? No, exchanges. Yeah, Bybit. Yeah, Bybit's the number 5th exchange. Number 5. With over 3.6 billion. That's a billy. I don't think that they are necessarily worried about Apex. Apex protocol being number 592 with currently no data available. But, you know, it's all good. Not saying anything negative about Apex. Ooh. Not negative at all. Remember tensor charts? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember tensor charts. I actually pulled up. Tensor charts the other day and logged in. Yeah. Tensor charts is good. It's still good. Yeah. Alex81 says market makers on Bybit making a killing with those scam wicks, probably taking advantage of the World Series of trading. Liquidate all this high leverage. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. I would. Okay, yeah. So we had a little bit of a sweep there. So far, no follow through or continuation. We are still in this consolidation range. Can we please get rid of that? I don't know why that 100 range is on my chart. I don't like it, but doesn't matter. Same with range charts is another thing we were just talking about, right? Let's see here. Hold on. Stop it. Come on. Yeah, I'm not too scared of an immediate dump here. I am more bullish in this area than bearish right now, looking for kind of a push to the back up. We do, of course, have to take out resistance 26,793, and there's a lot of work to be done before we can get there. But, you know, wick, boom. We already had this deviation right here, which, as you can see, we had this like tweezer bottom. And then then we established a range, and then we have deviation from the range, and now higher low and currently higher low, ladies and gentlemen. If this is the low, then this is a higher low, which would be nice to see. And if this is going to be a higher low, then we're probably going to go back to this range, because all we've done now is deviation, return to the range. So no breakout yet. There has not been a breakout. And when you're in a range, you typically fade breakouts. Okay. So pretty fun. All right, guys. We are going to talk about Tails, speed markets. So for those of you guys who aren't familiar, Tails is a decentralized protocol that runs on multiple chains, Optimism, Arbitrum, Polygon, and of course, Ethereum mainnet. Tails has been around for a while. They've got a little under $2 million TVL. And one of our members, Alex, he's been using Tails a lot. And let me just go over this, right? I'm not sure if it's pronounced Thales, or Tails. So I know there's an H in there, but we're just going to say tails because now I've got it stuck in my head to call it tails. Which not to be confused with the Tor-based privacy Linux operating system Tails that if you're doing any dark web transactions, you should definitely learn how to use. But what Thales has here is really cool. Obviously, they have their traditional markets. These are exotic options, all right? It's very simple. You just connect your wallet, have some funds in your account, and you can just simply say, all right, listen, I think that Bitcoin's going to be above this strike price. These are pretty regular options here. I think Bitcoin is going to be above $26,000. And these are 2-day options, basically, right? Or excuse me, these are 5-day options. This is the 29th of August, okay? We want it to be above 26,000. And if we win, we get our payout, okay? And I'm not exactly sure how much their traditional payout is. Oh, you can also choose your expiration date. Yeah, so you can go all the way out to November of 2024. So here's your options. You don't have to use LedgerX. You can use Thales. I think there's a lot of good on-chain options now. And you can choose up or down. You can also choose in and out. So you can long volatility and short volatility. This is very cool. Will price be in this range between 26 and 27.5 by the 1st of September, right? Like yes, no, maybe. Okay, we're going to take that bet, right? And you can bet as much as you want and you get paid out. So the way it works is if you lose your money. If you win your money plus. Now, they've introduced speed markets, which is like the exact same thing, but now we can take hourly bets. We don't have to rely on a strike price, or excuse me, our expiration date here, some arbitrary expiration date. We can just tell it like exactly how much. The minimum time we can bet for is an hour. The maximum time we can bet for is 24 hours. All right. And you can do anything in between. So you can do an hour and 1 minute. You can do 4 hours and 27 minutes. You can do 12 hours and 42 minutes, whatever you want to do. You can do that all manually here by inserting the amount of minutes. And you can, of course, select exactly how much you want to win. Now, the banger thing about Tails Speed Markets is its payout. It's 105%, or what is it? It's 100% minus a 5% fee. Did I get that right? Or is it 105% minus a 5% fee? Can't remember. So yeah, as you guys can see here, I've been playing around with this. I bet $10.51 and I just won $20.03. So I'm going to claim my win here real quick. Cool. I've got another longer 12-hour one. So yeah, this has been a lot of fun. The payouts are really fun. And, this changes the risk reward. We talked about this so much in yesterday's mentoring session, so much. But this is just a lot of fun, guys. It's thalesmarket.io. So you guys can go do your research on this. And Thales has got a whole ecosystem, right? The incentivization with their token. You can obviously speculate directly on the token if you think Thales is going to do well. They've got vaults, so you can actually provide liquidity and earn, get a little bit of those house odds. But overall, I think the speed markets is really fun. And if you're comfortable with DeFi and if you're comfortable with on-chain, this is a great way to either just trade in general and get more comfortable with DeFi and make some money. Or you can also use this to hedge trading positions. So for example, let's say that we're in this Bitcoin trade right now, right? Like we're in this Bitcoin trade and we're we're long and we're a little worried the price is going to go down. So we're like, oh man, price is going to go down. So, but maybe I think to myself like, well, listen, okay, so I'm in here. So I'm only down a little bit, right? Now I don't want to take a whole big, huge position to hedge in the case that I'm wrong. And I'm only worried because we just had this wick, but what if it reverses right away like this? So maybe I only want to hedge for an hour. I'm only concerned for an hour, right? Because if price is not there, if price is not underneath current price in an hour, then price obviously must be above it. And therefore my trade is in profit. Okay. So this is an easy way without getting, without convoluting and, having to do these big positional trades like you're some hedge fund or something. No, I'm taking a day trade. I'm worried about it. I want to hedge it real quick. So I'm just going to, take whatever the position is over here. And of course, since you're going to get the 100% payout, you can adjust that as well. Yeah. So Alex, yeah, if you want to bet $10, you'll pay $10 plus a 5% fee, which is $10.50, and your win will be $10. Yeah. So 100% payout. Yep. 100% payout, which is crazy because the other platform that offers this, Buffer Finance, which I've also been trading on, actually pretty well. I just started doing this last night. Boom, boom. Yeah, 65% win. Is Buffer Finance. And the big difference between Buffer Finance and Thales Speed Markets is Buffer Finance has significantly more liquidity. Thales Speed Markets just launched, so the liquidity is quite low. Buffer's system is a little bit more gamified. They have an NFT. They've got these tier systems. They're only on Arbitrum and Polygon. And another little difference is that you can choose, you have a lot of margin options. You have a lot of tokens to pay with on Thales Speed Markets, ETH, USDC, WETH, DAI, USDT, and ARB. And on Buffer, your only options are USDC, ARB, and Buffer. So I actually bought some Buffer tokens because for some reason, yeah, see, and I don't know like what the issue is here, right? Like it is saying that I don't have enough USDC when I clearly sees that I have USDC here. And I have 540 USDC in my wallet. So I don't know what the issue is here. It just tells me to buy USDC. So I got frustrated last night. I wanted to screw with it. And so I just bought Buffer. And so I've just been taking trades with Buffer. But Buffer's payout is only 65%, right? If you're wrong, you lose all your bet. If you're right, you win 65%. So obviously you need to have a higher hit rate if you're going to be using Buffer with some sort of strategy, right? Alex says they are about to deploy on Base, BNB, and Polygon as well. Well, if we're talking about Buffer, it looks like they're already on Polygon. And so is Thales is on Polygon, right? Yeah. Both of them are on Polygon, brother. But yeah, that'd be cool to see BNB. So you can buy their NFT, you get a higher payout. So I think the max is 73%. Oh, Thales. Yeah, cool. I think the highest, if you buy their highest value NFT, you can get a payout of 73%. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's got to be Thales, right? Thales is been around a little bit longer. They've got a great community, very cool stuff. And they just have a significantly higher payout. Unless, and I talked about this yesterday, unless we have a situation where, maybe Thales has made an error in judgment here and Buffer Finance set their payouts to be low like that. Not low, that's obviously a huge payout, but it's 65% to 73% because that's sustainable. They did some gigabrain Chad math. Whereas with Thales, they're like, well, we just want to get rid of the competition and we want to burst into this market and we'll attract users with a higher payout, or maybe they'll lower it, over time. So we'll see. But either way, currently, Thales is definitely the better bang for your buck. Of course, just mathematically. Now, what else do we got here? Okay, what else do we want to talk about? We want to talk about this new tool that Alex brought across my radar yesterday. I'm sure you guys are, of course, familiar with Crypto Bubbles. We use Crypto Bubbles a lot. And Crypto Bubbles allows us to visualize the market performance of different cryptocurrencies. But Banter Bubbles is a little different. What Banter Bubbles allows us to do is it allows us to monitor social media sentiment on these assets. Okay, so same thing as Crypto Bubbles, but we are able to visualize the increase or decrease in chatter about these different specific coins on Twitter, which is crypto Twitter, which, cryptocurrencies live and die by crypto Twitter. So this is a great tool. I've already used this to identify one trade opportunity. So, of course, you go down to the hour. What are people talking about this hour? Well, people ain't talking about PulseX. They're not talking about PulseX anymore. That is come and gone. People are mildly talking about BUSD, LDO. So I think probably obviously there's multiple ways to do this. You can do the weekly if you're kind of looking for, long setups and just look for things to grow. So obviously Tomi has increased this week 25%. You can even click in here and see all the tweets. This is the chat. Okay. This is the chat. So this is just the chat here. We can go to the chart and performance. It'd be really cool if it would show you the tweets, right? So here's the chart and performance. This is probably going to give me a trading view chart. Yeah, it gives you a trading view chart. And then you can also exchange for it. Okay. How much $1 is worth. So one Tomi is worth $2.42. So chatter about Tomi has increased 25% this week, which is pretty significant. So this would say that, hey, looking at Tomi is likely. It doesn't mean it's going to go up. Doesn't mean it's go down. It just means people are talking about it. And if people are talking about it, they're probably going to do something with it. The other way to do it is I would just sit on the hour if you're looking for kind of day trades and just wait until you see like some big bubble pop up, right? And you see people chatter. Oh my God, people are just now like if we saw Tezos right now had increased like 5 to 10% in the last hour, probably going to go look at the Tezos chart. Why not? Why wouldn't we? That's a no-brainer. So yeah, definitely go check out. This is banterbubbles.com. Really good tool, really good resource. All right, same thing. We are a little long on ARB right now on GMX. Down a little bit, about $40. We've had this nice little deviation again, just like Bitcoin from this range. Let's just get those sneakers on and get this stuff pumped up, guys. Come on now. Okay, I think it's time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead. I want to thank you guys so much for getting me up to 50 likes on our copy trading video. We are now going to select, this is the video right here. We are now going to select a winner from the comment section. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh the page. We got 32 comments on here, so 32 potential winners. I'm going to refresh the page and I'm going to go through and see if there's any spam, if there's any bad false comments. I'm Crypto Rich. Appreciate all the thank you so much, man. Okay, I need to reply to all these comments. These all just kind of came in last night. Can I try copying your trades with paper money? Unfortunately, no, you can't. They just don't have that system set up. You can demo trade on the platform. So you can see all my trades, whether you're copy trading me or not. So you could go in and, view my trades and then like, I don't know. Bring on the tendies. Aw, thank you, Blackbird. We're getting there, man. Okay. Okay, so we are not, so there's only one here, and this is this buy YouTube views. I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. Because this is obviously, we'll look at his name, buy YouTube views 00603. And, this is, really has nothing to do with, it's just spam. So awesome, right? Only one spam comment. Awesome. Out of 32. That is very impressive. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing. So let me, there it is. I am going to report unwanted commercial spam and hide user on my channel. Okay, that's all done. And now we are going to use this tool. I hope it works to select a winner. Let me find it and then we'll just copy the URL here. All right. And we'll copy the URL and filter comments by words or hashtags. No. We will add the comment reply. There will be one winner. Animation. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't spin the wheel because I don't have the premium here. And 8 plus 7 is 15. And we're going to get YouTube comments. Amount of comments, 31. Okay, how to select a winner for your YouTube contest. Choose a winner, add a YouTube video link. Press start. Okay. Go away. Yeah, I know this is like a pretty buggy page, but it's just the kind of the first. Okay. Press get YouTube comments and press start. Okay. Don't see the start. Oh, let's try this again. Okay, yeah, now can we start? This is frustrating. Okay. Let's try this one more time, guys. Okay. Now, oh, there it is. Start. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. 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 And the winner is Fetty Turkle. All right. He commented cheers. All right. So congratulations to Fetty Turkle. Thank you so much. I am going to reply to your comment now, just letting you know that you have, of course, won. I do not know off the top of my head what your username is in Discord. So Fetty, I am going to reply to your comment here to advise you to get a hold of me in Discord so that I can send you your $100 worth of XRP. Congratulations. Thank you guys. We are going to be doing another giveaway on Monday. And if you give me a second to reply to Fetty here, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can get in on that. All right. Congratulations, Fetty. I'm not about. I'm not. Okay. So. Really? Oh, wow. Have I been in DSLR this whole time? I'm so sorry. You guys didn't see any of that, did you? Oh my God. You guys have just been staring at me. Wow. I am so sorry about that. That is embarrassing. Yeah. This is why I need a team. All right, hold on. Let me see if it's still there. Just Control Shift T. No, unfortunately. Okay, so this is the website that I was using. This YouTube random comment picker. And I realize, and this is of course the video that we have gotten to over 50 likes on, 54 likes. So thank you guys so much. And Fetty Turkle was the winner. I apologize. I understand that you guys can't see that. Him and I did not collude prior to this. Please do not riot. All right. I am so sorry about that. I did not realize that I had the scene incorrect. Yeah, struggle streaming, man. It is hard out here, dude. I also realized that I actually don't have. There we go. I didn't have the music set up on this scene, nor do I have it set up here, which is weird. But I usually don't want music to play when I'm on the scene, so it's all good. Wow. Okay. Anyways, well, now that it is what it is, guys. All right. What are we going to do now? There was one last thing I wanted to do. No, I kind of think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much all we wanted to talk about today, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and get off for now. We are gonna be let me know, guys, either in the comment section on the copy trading video or in the comment section here. Just let me know in general, what videos do you want to see me make? Do you want to see me make videos on trading strategy? Do you want to talk me to make dedicated videos about what's going on in the cryptocurrency markets? Do you want me to make videos about, you know, emotional discipline, general wealth building, life skills? All of these things are, I would consider, my area of expertise. Stoicism, things like these are all good things. So let me know in the comment section so I can make the content that you guys want to see, and we will continue to move forward. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to tell you about the giveaway. So on Monday, every Monday, we're actually going to be giving away money to those who copy trade me on Fairdesk. And I do see your question there, Mr. T. I'm going to answer it in just a second. We are going to be giving away $100 up to 3 people per week. To get in that week, you have to sign up to copy trade me, and you have to deposit into your account. And the 3 highest depositors will receive the $100 reward. Okay. And that'll be in USDT credited directly to your account, right? It's so again, just to repeat that, if you want to win if you want the chance to be one of the 3 people who will win $100 per week, you have to sign up to copy trade me using the link in the description or on our website or whatever, and sign up to copy trade me and deposit into your account. And the 3 highest depositors of that week will be the winners. So those who sign up to copy trade me this week will be eligible for the prize on Monday, this upcoming Monday. And next week, anybody who signs up to copy trade me will be eligible for the prize on the subsequent Monday. Okay. And I know that I don't want this. I know that this doesn't directly incentivize those who have already signed up to copy trade me, but do not worry. I've got something great special planned for you guys. A different giveaway that's only going to be available to those who signed up to copy trade me in the first 4 weeks of me copy trading. So that would be all of the OGs, all of those who believed in me, all of the ride or dies. I got something super special for you guys. So don't worry. I got something very nice for you coming around the corner. Okay. That's about all I've got for today. Mr. T, go check. Well, so I've got your very simple answer, Mr. T. Thank you guys for your support. I just put out a video on our YouTube channel, all about Fairdesk and how to copy trade me on Fairdesk. So give that video a watch. It's about 20 minutes long. It'll break everything down for you and in detail, how to find me on Fairdesk, how to get signed up with Fairdesk, all of that stuff. I think I'm trading almost exclusively on Fairdesk nowadays, with the exception of DEXs and some coins that I can't get on Fairdesk. I'll go to KuCoin for. And it's great. I really like it. I really like the team over there. This is why I started trading with Bybit in the first place. I made my decision based on the team, and I was trading with Bybit on Bybit before Bybit was cool to trade on. You know, when Bybit was still like, oh, you're trading on Bybit, and that's like some shady stuff, like back in 2018. So, and now Bybit's a behemoth, and I see Fairdesk becoming an absolute behemoth as well because I see their team. And unfortunately, I would still love to be trading on Bybit, but they have become very big. There's some issues there now, and they are not allowing Americans. And I don't like to go through all these complications. And Fairdesk is American and Canadian friendly. So you can KYC there as an American or Canadian. It's actually great. So, and yeah. Okay, guys, that's about all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for your support. If you want to support the channel, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It's the only way the YouTube algorithm notices me and pushes my content out to new people and even to my subscribers. Okay. So if you want to keep us afloat, make sure you smash that like button. Lots of ways to get involved with the community. What we specialize in is helping traders develop strategies and understand trading better, manage their accounts, build technical strategies from the ground up. I highly recommend going and getting my free guide, The 5 Mistakes Holding You Back from Profitable Trading. It's completely free. I've distilled 5 years of wisdom into that guide. And if you read that and you enjoy it and you find it valuable, you can join the premium trading group where you get access to all of our courses, our premium indicator suite, our weekly Ask Me Anything sessions, all of my calls, and as well as all the other analysts. And yeah, it's great. So we will see you guys in there. And yeah. We'll be back. What is today? Thursday? We will be live streaming tomorrow. So I will be back tomorrow, guys. I'll give you guys an update and we will break down the market together. Overall, kind of final thoughts on Bitcoin here. I am more bullish than bearish in this range. We've had some nice deviation. It is scary. This is more high risk. So if you're uncertain about this particular movement, or if you're not sure where to place your stop, I get it. It's tricky. Maybe just sit out and wait for a better area. There are better areas back down below us, but we're getting pretty close to a good area of support. And so I think I'm going to be long for today. We'll give you guys an update on that. And of course, if you're copy trading me, you're going to find out. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for all your support, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.